So I could see my future, but let's say, for example, they're like, yep, this is your future, like, is me knowing gonna automatically change that because I'm gonna take steps to achieve that, and the universe or God or whoever is gonna throw a different step at me, like, oh, so since you know, I'm just gonna hit you with something else, because that's basically kind of how life is. So I guess even me knowing, I still wouldn't really know because I would try to take the steps to ensure. So you know what? Change my answer. Fuck, no, I don't want to know. So right, I got a question for you. It's the red pill and the blue pill, right? Take the red pill. You have 5 years in the future. You take the blue pill. 10 years in the past. Which one are you picking? Okay, not 10. Not 10. 10 is kind of crazy. We'll go 5 years in the past. 5 years forward, 5 years backwards. Keep it equal. Which one are you picking?
And I'm the same person. Like, I'm me right now, and I take myself.
You go back and you know everything. You go forward, you know everything.
Do I look the same?
No. No, you don't look the same. You look like high school Samson.
Fuck with how I looked like 5 years ago.
Listen, I was looking at that picture. I'm like, Samson's hair has drastically changed.
Yeah.
Drastically.
I mean, to be fair, like, my hair has changed. Like, I've gone through mad different types of haircuts.
Yeah.
You know, I've always had this, like, you know, in high school, I always had the short, like, chicken head looking ass.
Yeah, the shit
the faux hawk looking cut.
Yep.
And had, like, the little, like, comb over for a bit.
Yep.
And then now I had, like, the longer, like, more, like, mop head type of look. I think I would go in the past, though.
I think a lot of people would, too.
Because why would you go to the future with the information you only have from the present, you know?
Yeah. I'm realizing that question doesn't have a lot of material to it, but I just feel like some people would say no. I feel like some people would say no just simply because of going back, just simply because even if they know what they know, some of them might still make the same decisions. And I'm not saying that to be like, damn, like you're an asshole and you're stuck in your ways, but some people's 5 years ago was fucking great. And I can understand that.
There's when you said that, I don't know whose lyric it was, but there's like, if I could go back in the past, I wouldn't change shit. I would just do it to feel things twice.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know who says it. I know what you're talking about. Fuck.
It might be, bro. It might be Drake. I don't know, but
it might be Drake, but I know what. Yeah, I've heard that. Fuck, I've heard that lyric too.
Yeah, so I mean, I definitely would do that. You know, there are some things I would want to relive again for sure. You know, those really special moments. But then there are also some things maybe where I try to switch, you know, like maybe I'll try to put more effort into one thing rather than the other, you know, not be so hung up on a girl, you know, and focus on myself a little bit more. Maybe I'll slap myself, you know, and tell myself to wake up, you know, like not miss class or something, you know, like stop skipping work or something.
Yeah, I feel it. Okay, let's dive a little deep. Pick one thing. You want to pick one. It could be anything. I know what mine is. Shit, I already got mine. I don't go over it every day, but I just have in the back of my mind like, this is a lesson that I got. You can pick one thing you can go back and change.
Like, perfect segue into what I would say I would want to change is that I wish I chose better mentors and like people and like relied on those resources more growing up. Like, I think a lot of us, especially men, they be saying, I don't want nobody's help. I gotta do this on my own. Right. I gotta, you know, make it out of the mud.
Right.
Like myself, can't take no handouts type thing.
Right.
And sure, like, no one's saying that you need help, but why not just want help? Like, make it easier on yourself. That doesn't like take away anything from your work, your efforts. If anything, that shows that you have that much more skill because you can have other people that will help you, that will willingly help you. That says a lot about yourself.
Yeah, I feel that. Like you don't need it, but it's there for you in case you want it. And I think that's another thing with like us maturing the way we did. And I think having like us as friends, I think that definitely matured us in a way that we should have been looking for kind of people who are older to mature us. We had to look to our peers. Because I'm not gonna lie, in high school we were pretty mature. I wouldn't say like we had our motherfucking moments, but we were when it came to like bigger decisions.
Like I didn't know Mr. Jordan that well, but like I always liked him because he was actually like a man of the people in that way where he actually tried to make connections with the kids. He tried to actually like pass down some advice, like, and he wasn't like flipping out like the other teachers. Like he was there to actually teach and not just like regurgitate material, which is what a lot of teachers end up doing.
I don't want to teach a younger generation to be kind of how I was when I was younger. I wasn't bad, but I definitely could have used just one or two people saying, "Hey, bro, relax, calm down. It's not that fucking serious, bro. Like, just take a chill pill, just a little bit."
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to as kids though, because like you can still have your role models, but like kids always thinking like, I know what I'm doing, I know what like what's right and what's wrong. Like even though like every year we get older, we're dumb as hell last year.
Fact, but there is that one person though. There is that one person that you like. Damn, when I was younger, I fuck with that person because they showed me what it was like to. I'm not gonna say be a man, but what it was like to be. I'm not gonna say an important person, but just to be a fucking good person. Just to be a stand-up fucking person. There was always that one. Even before Mr. Jordan, there was just one. And it didn't even have to be a male. It could have been a female. And I was just like, fuck with that.
I do wish like we had more real male role models in our lives. That's another thing. Because like you talk about Mr. Jordan, like you know, like I appreciate everything he done, but he wasn't like a role model for me because I wasn't connected to him.
Yeah.
And you know, like when I look back to my role models, like I think of like you know like Kay Kelly, Miss Cahill. Like
Kelly,
she was like those were like those two people, like the two faculty at Belmont High that I felt like I could actually talk to, have a genuine connection with, and would actually look out for us. Right. You know, back at home, I live. You know, it's my mom and my sisters. My dad's not around much.
Yeah.
So I never really had male like adult males in my life who could tell me from right and wrong. Because like you know, basketball, fitness, all that shit, we had to figure out ourselves because the women in our lives, and at least in my lives, weren't involved in that. So I'm here doing my own thing, trying to figure it all out by myself. And you know, like in some ways, like we were one of the most athletic, talented.
Whoa, boy! Whoa!
But, like, we were not guided. We were all raw. We were
shit.
all
raw as fuck. And the people that
were on no program. Yeah, I mean, it's just that's just like the most disappointing thing about all of that from high school is that we just didn't formulate and like kind of really like kind of bring it all together, you know, and you know we could have went really far with all of that.
Listen, do you think you subconsciously think about that, like not back then, but like when you're going through your everyday routine of interactions with people, not only men, just people in general, how you're perceived?
Not really. I don't think you should have to think about that because that means you're trying to be something you're not.
That's a fucking fact. That is a
you know like so I've been reading a lot of I've been trying to like change a lot. I feel like within the past year or two, like I've kind of let a lot of my habits slip.
Yeah. So
just like regular things like my sleep schedule, my diet, you know, my fitness, my personal hobbies, all that stuff. I'm trying to change all that, and so I'm like reading the book Atomic Habits again.
Okay.
And you know, it's like all about how to change your habits, put it into like bad ones for good ones, and all that. And the thing that keeps on coming back up is like make what your goals, like your habits, whatever thing that you're trying to aspire for, to be easy. Like make it easier for yourself to get to that destination. Make it a default for yourself. Make it part of your identity so that you're not trying to really, in your head, go through these mental gymnastics of getting from point A to point B. But say you're already at point A, or you're already at point B, and you're already there trying to just kind of connect with it. You're not trying to be someone you're not. You're already that person.
Yeah.
And it's really just that mindset that changes everything. So the fact that if you're trying to think about what you're saying and how you're trying to engage with this person in front of you, that means you're really overthinking it. And if it can't come naturally, like, that's just probably part of your characteristics.
I never broke it down. I've thought about it like that, but I've never broke it down like that.
Yeah,
I never fucking broke it down like that.
Like, we think that, you know, in my opinion, we all think we have some crazy willpower where we can, you know, change who we are and, like, we can do anything, you know, with just our willpower. Like it's some anime or something, right? Like, you know, like, as long as they try, they'll do, like, they'll succeed.
Yeah.
No, like, make it easy for yourself. Like, stop making every single decision and, like, moment in your life something that you need to, you need to put in mad willpower for. Because you're just going to burn out. And you're never going to get to where you want to go. So make things... Exactly. That's another thing. Like, you're already, like, figuring it out, too, is that if you can make the next thing you have to do easier for yourself, too, like going to the gym, bro. Like, just lay out your clothes. Like, know what clothes you're gonna wear to go work out or go hoop in. and then put it in your bag so that when you wake up or whenever you're ready to go, you just pick up that bag and go. So you don't need to spend 20 minutes at your drawers.
And that's crazy because
what tank top am I gonna wear today?